secrets, wisdom, and knowledge is being hidden right before your eyes, and you don't even know it. Imagine a world where every problem that you have, you can instantly get an answer for it. But now what if I told you that is actually possible? Not only for you, but for everyone around you. Well, if you're new to this channel, welcome to the first video of 2023. This is gonna be a great year, not only for me, but also for you. Like, you know, there's a slight chance that you actually might become a millionaire. Like, it's a slight chance. So if that happens, remember me, because I called it. So I'm gonna start with this. Can y'all answer this one question for me? How come during our teenage years, no one really talks about how frustrating and stressful being an adult can be? Now, I'm not saying I thought it was gonna be easy, but maybe like a heads up on what to expect would have been nice. Maybe like, yo, after you graduate high school, you're gonna have no idea what to do with your life.
Yeah, you know what you can do with life, bro? No. What do you mean no? Get out of here, boy!
Maybe something like, you might waste your time focusing on stuff you think is right, but it's gonna fail. Or you may feel so pressured to be successful that it ends up putting you down when things don't go your way. Now, even if some teachers and adults say how it really is growing up, none of them really emphasized it. And bro, these adults be evil, bro. They be selfish. They be hiding so much truth from us, bro. I was in school for 15, 20 years, bro. And what's credit? I don't even know what that is. They honestly just left us to figure all these life problems by ourselves. So I'm gonna be telling you guys the real truth about growing up and what I wish people told me when I was back in high school. Because back then I was young and I made some stupid decisions and I wish someone could have helped me back then. Like, bro, that one time I got the peanut butter and it was on my toes and then a dog came out of nowhere. All right, y'all did not hear that. I don't even have a dog, so don't worry about it. But the first thing I want to bring to you guys is that life changes a lot. Sometimes we have this perfect plan to go to college, graduate, and then get a job and start making that money. And we just think all that's gonna magically happen. But honestly, that just isn't the case at all. After you graduate high school, you gotta realize that's when you have to start making your own decisions. Decisions that can literally change your entire life. Your friends will start to slowly disappear because they got their own life and problems to worry about. You go from being around people that you've been with for years to them all of a sudden just being gone. And all the pressure just falls on you to do everything right. And if you're going to college, you know how life changes as well. You have to start paying thousands of dollars, something that you've probably never done before. These are all life changes that you honestly don't expect to hit you so hard. Instead of warning you of what could happen, instead of helping you try to figure out your life, all these schools and adults and people talk to you about is how high is your GPA. Like, bro, my GPA ain't gonna pay $20,000 that I gotta owe to school. My God, jeez, man. What is this? Now, life changing a lot isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could honestly mold you and make you stronger and put you in a place that you've never been in before. Now, you may be wondering, Caleb, if my life is gonna change at some point, when should I expect it the most? And I would say from when you're around 17 to 25 years old. And I would like to call that my college years. Which brings me to my next point. What's in my eye? What is that?
Actually putting college off, dropping out, or not going.
Just did a full comprehensive rate of return analysis on college, and it's called Is College Worth It? And
$1 more in your lifetime. You have better health outcomes. You're going to be much better off in your retirement.
Welcome to college football!
College is such a crazy, weird thing to talk about. And during this time is when you start to question things that's happening in your life. What you want to do, where you want to go, what am I going to do with my life? And literally all your teenage years, that's all they talk about is college, college, college. Like, if that's the only thing that could happen in your life. They never explain to you what happens if college doesn't work out. What happens when I switch to my major 3 times and I still don't even know what to do with my life? Or what happens when I graduate college and I can't even find a job? Where do I go? Who do I talk to? My teachers can't get my grades right. My counselors can't even get my classes right. A lot of people's parents don't even have these conversations with them. So we're just literally just left all by ourselves to figure all this stuff out. And you're honestly just left to keep all these feelings and emotions bottled in. Then you start to feel ashamed of yourself, even though this is completely normal. And millions of people are going through the same thing you're going through. Now, whether if it's God's purpose in your life to go to college or not, that's between you and God. But if you are not ready to fight whatever thoughts and changes get into your head, then life is gonna definitely hit you hard. And that's what happens to a lot of people. They graduate high school and they don't know what to do with their life. They don't know how they're gonna make money. They don't know what their next move is. And you would expect growing up, people would emphasize like, yo,
This college thing is super confusing. These years in your life, you're not gonna know what to do. You're gonna know what to do. It's just gonna be a back and forth battle on where your life is gonna go.
So they don't focus on none of this at all. But what does society want you to focus on? They want you to focus on having fun. So for this point, this is when we're young and dumb. During this time period, schools, teachers, movies, shows, other adults, even people your age, they tell you that this is the time to have fun, experience new things, go crazy. Life is not that serious, which is partly true, but also completely wrong. Because a lot of people use this fun as a distraction from the real problems in their life. They spend so much time on things that comes and goes instead of actually figuring out what their life is gonna come to. And the thing is, so many people take the easy way out. People make this quick plan. They just stick with it, and then they have fun all throughout college, and then when they graduate and have the degree, that's when they finally realize, and they're sitting there like,
Yo, so I have this degree and I spent thousands of dollars on this. But now since I think about it, I kind of don't want to use this type of degree anymore. I don't think this is for me.
what? Maybe if you spent time when you're 18, 19, 20 figuring that out, things could have been different. But no, society's telling you to have fun and be distracted. I got my whole life to have fun. And if that's all I focus on now, I won't be setting up for my future. We gotta focus on building our lives up instead of distracting ourselves and destroying what our future could be. Now, obviously, it's not bad to have fun. Don't get me wrong.
Oh my God! Oh my yes!
But there needs to be a balance with fun and actually doing what you need to do. And like I've said all throughout this video, you would expect for people to tell you this all throughout growing up, emphasize this, sit you down, have classes to help you figure out what your life is gonna somewhat look like, but they don't do none of this for you, which is why the school system is jacked up, bro. Now, the reason I made this video is because I'm telling you things that teachers won't tell you, adults won't teach you, or school. Now, I bring this to you guys not to scare you, but for you to be prepared for what's to come. Growing up is supposed to be fun and amazing. And I feel like it's harder than it should be because no one tells you that life is gonna change. No one tells you that you're gonna be overwhelmed with all these thoughts and emotions. No one tells you that people are gonna be telling you to have fun and do these crazy things when that's what you shouldn't be doing. But now by you watching this video, you now know what to expect and you're way more prepared than you would have been by not watching this video. And you now know that whatever crazy thing starts happening in the future, just know that it's a part of the process. Just know it will make you bigger and stronger, and that whatever happens isn't meant to just completely break you. So I have one last question for you. Will you stay quiet and let the next generation be just as confused and probably be even more depressed as you? Or will you give them a hand and teach them things that you wish people would have taught you? After talking throughout this whole video, it got me thinking, maybe adults actually haven't been lying to us. Maybe they're actually not as evil as I've been portraying them to be. Let's be real, this whole life thing is confusing. Maybe they keep all this information from you about how it is growing up because they probably don't fully understand it themselves. Or they're probably just as lost as you and I. We're all human and we're not perfect. I guess that's just something we will never know. But at least now you know the real truth about becoming an adult and what it takes and what you could expect. It won't be easy, but it'll be worth it if you fight through it. Now, this leads me to another last question. Will you like and subscribe? Bro, I just broke my glasses. What the heck? Are you kidding me right now? Oh my God. Ma! Dude, my glasses literally just broke. Like, what does that even mean? What do I do now?
You asking me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Let me see.
Mira.
Oh my God! Well, about time.
What the?